It's all on both sides. Hey boys and girls, it's your old friend the Professor, and we are live, well, sort of live,
pseudo live,
yes, at the North Texas Comic Book Show, and of course I've got Matt with me.
Hey, how's it going, guys? And I think we need to restart this, Chris. We need to restart this this intro because it's just us. It's us two. We're in the morning, so it's Chris and Matt.
It's Chris and Matt.
That's right.
Yeah,
yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
It's like Reading the Butts.
That's right. That's right. We'll do a bunch of little sound effects and stuff like that. We got traffic on the nines. But yeah. So it's just us this morning. Jason and Linda are going to be here later. Linda, you probably won't see, but she'll be taking a lot of pictures, and you'll see that on the Facebook page. But yeah, Jason and Chris will be holding the fort later on. I got the morning shift. Fine by me. I got, well, Jason got to sleep in.
Well, actually, he's right now throwing his children out of a helicopter. I think.
Did he?
Yes. Yes. He said something about Easter eggs and helicopters, and I was assuming he was going to throw them out. So.
I'm pretty sure that's a tax deduction right there. So.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it is. Well, anywho, as we said, we're at the North Texas Comic Book Show, and
right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So we want to go into a little bit of I don't know, nerdiness, a little news.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit.
Let's talk.
Too many times we don't get to talk of these things. We just randomly just say whatever's going on, and like Batman shirts walking by. Yep. So yeah, he did not pay attention to me at all.
Hey,
hey, it's Captain America! Throw it on that. Throw it on that.
There.
Bring it over here, buddy.
Hey.
Come on over here. Come on over here. Let's check it out. You're right here. Go get the Winter Soldier. All right, Winter Soldier and Cap will be back later. They might fight in front of us.
Oh boy, that'll be fun. I'm on it. Anyways,
you have seen Captain America too, right? Yes.
Yes, I have. I've seen it. I've seen it online. Well, did I?
Did you watch it online? You pirate. You thief.
I'm not a thief.
Yes, you are. You thief.
No, I watched about a half hour of it online. I'm gonna maybe go to the theater and see it. So it's like getting a preview. It's like getting a taste. Like a little Heisenberg first.
Well, speaking of which, we actually have them coming over here. They're taking a couple of photos right now. The Winter Soldier and Captain America. Come on over here, guys. Come on over here. Let's
Stand in front of that camera right there.
Stand in front of you. Heck yeah. Come on over. All right. Back up just a little bit so we can see both of you guys. We got the camera right there. Yeah, there they are. Look at that. That is awesome. So you guys gonna start fighting now? Yeah.
Fight.
We don't want to destroy your stuff, though.
It happens. I mean, you guys destroyed S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, I think, us. Yeah. Gosh, Winter Soldier. No.
Steve Rogers would tear a place up.
Not on purpose.
No, well, yeah, not on purpose.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Y'all guys look great.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love that shield. Look at you over there, man. That is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Look at it. He's got like the gun and everything. Hold up the gun. Hold up the gun to the camera.
Show him your gun.
Get the other one, too.
Oh, he's got 2 guns.
I got guns.
Multiple guns. Oh my gosh. I'm worried about what he's going to throw out next.
Well, I made him leave his grenades at home.
Oh, thank God. I don't want this table flipping over and all of us just being like Nick Fury, like,
Well, I got the Punisher to back us up, too, and Doctor Who will back us up. So.
Wow, that's a lot of universes right there. A little bit.
We're good. We get it all covered.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, are you guys enjoying the con so far?
Always. We missed the last one, but we've come to almost every one of them.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty early. It's going to get a lot more packed later on. You guys going to stay all day?
Oh, we plan on it. Brought a lunch and everything.
Brought a lunch. Look at you guys.
Lunch. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
This ain't my first one here, shoot.
Oh, absolutely not. Y'all guys like have an ice chest or something for it, or?
I got in the car and nice, keep it cool. So.
Nice. Well, lucky you. You got a parking spot. I was out there for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been here before. I know the deal.
Tricks of the trade.
This is our joint birthday one here. His is next week. Mine was last week.
Oh, hey! Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
So, what part of you guys really enjoyed so far?
All of it.
All of it.
We just love coming up here. We gotta pick on Bobby, who left, and Eddie, since they have their little war between each other all the time. So
Nice.
we get involved with that.
It's too cool. So, are we gonna be seeing you guys at the cosplay competition?
Yeah, we will be. We'll be here all day for it. Of course, we'll be out here for Chris's memory.
Okay, yeah, of course. All right, man. Well, thank you for joining us.
No problem.
And we'll be seeing you around, okay?
Oh, always.
All right. Thanks, man. And that's Captain America and the Winter Soldier walking off to destroy some other things. Unintentionally.
Yes, and they did it quite well. Anywho, so let's talk the big news here. I heard somebody got a PS4 before I did.
Yes. Yeah, well, fortunately for me, I'm not married. I can just get my tax return and be like, ooh, PS4. So that's what I did. I actually went to the GameStop over where our friend Rick Cromack, he actually helped me out with buying it. He's in training at the moment, but I sat down with him and he helped me. He was fantastic. I didn't even know what game I wanted to get at first, and he was walking around, he was showing me different things, telling me what he knew about them, and so I think he was like a car salesman though, because I left there like buying so much stuff, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I should have bought half this stuff.
I look at it like this, I'm extremely jealous of you. You are still dating bachelor youth, being able to go out.
But you have a lovely wife.
I know I do. I love her to death. No, I have to save my pennies a little bit. I probably will have mine end of the month. Hopefully, if nothing crazy happens, like my car explodes. Or, some other crazy thing befalls me. So
see, I was sitting there and I was gonna wait. I was just sitting there, maybe like, I don't know, maybe I'll wait like another month. I don't know. But then my girlfriend said, she goes, you want it? Just go buy it. And I think the reason why I wasn't buying it at first was because I was really just thinking, okay, any minute now, something's going to explode and I'm going to need that tax return. But yeah, nothing's exploded yet, so that's pretty exciting. But it was kind of cool. When I went to that GameStop, I left. It was, well, the price at first was $580. $580 for the PS4, all the games, and all the games that I was pre-ordering as well. But after I put in all these gift cards, all these rewards, all these everything, it went down to $300.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, that's okay, buddy.
Right,
no worries.
It's cool.
Just go ahead. Just, keep an eye out for it. But yeah, no. So it was really cool. But I'll tell you what. I love my PS4.
Yeah.
I took it out of the box and I went, ah, and then I plugged it in and I turned it on and it goes, ah. And I'm like, yes, awesome. But the one thing though is I bought two games. I bought Assassin's Creed 4 and I bought Final Fantasy 14. Now, Assassin's Creed 4 I can't play yet because I'm still on Assassin's Creed 3.
Right.
So, I put in Assassin's Creed 4 and it's got this thing where it makes you have to register with Square Enix.
You have to set up with Uplay. Well, with
No. Uplay is different.
Right, but no, Square Enix is that's Final Fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Listen, Chris.
I'm
We're a
listening.
radio show.
I'm listening.
Let's have some chemistry going
Okay.
on. Okay. But no, yeah. So it has to. You have to register with Square Enix. Well, I have a Square Enix account. I've had it since 2011. Well, it couldn't pick up that one. So I had to create a whole new one, and it was just this big, long ordeal. I couldn't get started. So finally, after 2 hours of trying to register and putting in my password and all this other stuff, it finally lets me in, okay? So then I go in, and it's beautiful, okay? It is gorgeous how this game is. So I was, you get busy at work, and you can't really get started playing for a while. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to start up again soon. Friday night, it's Good Friday. I'm going to get off work early. I'm going to go home and I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to play. Okay, I'm going to have a game-a-thon on Final Fantasy 14. So I get home, I turn it on, and what happens?
What happens?
I put in my password. It says password incorrect. So I put in every variation of passwords that I know. And I get locked out.
Oh, no.
So I go ahead and I change my password. So, meanwhile, I'm talking with the Father Gamer, Eric Gibbs.
Yeah.
We're talking with him. And he's telling me, and this is the worst, because he's sitting there, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, man, this game's so pretty. I'm literally just standing on a roof right now, and water's accumulating, and I'm marveling at it. And I'm like, I wish I could watch. I wish I could do that. That's all I want to do. And so I'm playing, or I'm waiting, and I keep doing it, and it keeps saying, you've been locked out, you've been locked out, you've been locked out. I wait for an hour. Do it again. Put in the password that I changed my password to, and it says, incorrect password. So I changed it again. I keep doing this, and it keeps locking me out. And so I was like, screw it, here's what I'm gonna do. Let me just try registering a new account. Let me just try doing that. Sorry about that. I know that was a little weird, shakiness. But let me just try registering a new account. We'll do a new ID, new everything. So I get in there and I try. It won't let me change the ID name.
Wow.
So I go back and I delete all my memory from online and on my hard drive. And I go back on there and maybe hopefully it'll give me the option of registering a new account. And it says you already have an account. Makes me do that same one. I put in the password and it says there's no longer any sort of data on this one.
Oh, wow.
You must now download on the PS Network, the new one. And I was like, I have to re-download the game on PS Network. That's an extra $40.
Good grief, man.
And I was like, nope, not doing it. So I emailed Square Enix just telling them of my problems, and hopefully I hear back. But man, I've had nothing but problems with Final Fantasy XIV.
Well, that's ironic because they've been talking about there's actually an article on GameSpot yesterday about Square Enix and DRM and how they think DRM is going to stay in their products for now because it protects the integrity of games. And I'm just,
it does not.
oh,
it does not. It's horrible. I mean, I was afterward, I just sat there and I'm like, I spent 2 or 3 hours just working on this stuff. Nothing happened. So at this point, it's like 10 o'clock. I go into my bedroom and I start playing Assassin's Creed 3 and I'm like, this is the kind of game I want to play. A game where you don't need a freaking registration.
Oh, yeah.
So annoying.
Well, I look at it like this. It's like, I enjoy the occasional MMOG online, but I don't know. It seems like a game with Square Enix is just you have to jump through 14 different hoops to get it to work, and I'm like, it's not worth my time.
I mean, no kidding, man. I mean, you're not kidding. And I've always been a fan of Square Enix, especially or SquareSoft, really.
Yeah.
Back whenever it was Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy 7, 8. I love all the Final Fantasy games. But man, they've just been screwing the pooch on everything, man. And it's kind of made me I will eventually want to buy when a Final Fantasy 15 comes out, but until that time, yeah, I'm probably not going to buy anything Square Enix for a long time after this experience.
Yeah, like I said, MMOGs, especially on consoles, outside of say, DCUO for PS4, and maybe Elder Scrolls Online when it releases this summer.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I looked at it, like, it looks cool, but then again, I've heard your story is not the only one I've heard about this. I've heard a lot of other issues, including, authentication piece issues or challenges getting in. I'm going to have to take a pass on it. Now, there's a lot of other really cool titles coming out, in the next couple of months. And
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you got my favorites. You got Wolfenstein Order coming out.
We got Watch Dogs coming out in May. That's going to be really good.
Watch Dogs in May, which is looking to be a very interesting title. I want to see if the graphics match up to what they've said, especially with PS4. Of course, if you watched any PAX East coverage last weekend, there was a little bit of controversy with their display at PAX East. According to original source, it was sourced on they said it was on a PC. Turned out it wasn't a PC, it was a PS4 dev kit they were using.
Oh.
So, graphics are good, don't get me wrong. But, of course, when you're trying to develop something for multiple generation systems, especially at the beginning of a new generation cycle for consoles, you're going to get a little, if you're not using the full power of the device, you get a little bit of hit or miss. We saw it with the original Assassin's Creed, when that came out here about, what was that, 2007?
Yeah, it was really early.
But you saw that with the original ACV release.
Is your story boring you?
No, I'm not. I'm just simple. But anywho, no. But I look at it like this. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Now, me, I'm looking forward to, of course, I'm getting mine. I'm going to get MLB 14 to show.
Cool.
Where it looks good. I just want to see. It looks good. I mean, it looks better than the PS3 version, and plus I can set up a character in that, and I can play him through the minors, put him in the big leagues. That's my goal.
Nice.
We'll start him out in the farm system.
Yeah.
Maybe take a. Hopefully he doesn't take a 90-mile-per-hour fastball in the face like that guy. Did you see that guy from the Astros?
No.
Oh God, I saw his picture this morning. I showed it to some folks here. Guy basically is a prospect in the Astros farm system. He's a 97-mile-per-hour ball in the face. It's just all.
Oh my gosh, I'll tell you, man, the Astros can't take a break. Let's just be honest. I'm from Houston. I was an Astros fan for most of my life, and whew, nothing they do.
There is a reason they've always been called the Houston Disastros. I mean,
Hey, they made the World Series once.
Yeah.
Long time ago, and then got swept, and then everybody left, and then we sucked again.
Yeah, and of course, then they sold the team to somebody else who.
Oh God, yeah.
Well, at least they got Nolan Ryan back in some say, shape, or form down there. Maybe it'll help. Cross your fingers. Yeah.
Gotta hope on that one. But no, there's a lot of good games that are coming out for the PS4. We were talking about Watch Dogs. I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah.
The fact that they pushed it back, makes me think, okay, they wanted to fix things and really make it a good product, unlike Mass Effect 3. So I'm really excited for when that comes out on May 27th. I'm excited for Destiny. That's going to be really good.
Destiny comes out in the fall.
September. Yeah, and then of course Madden for me, that comes out in late August. So it's gonna be very busy for me because I'm gonna be balancing Madden and Destiny. And when I was talking to Eric last night, the Father Gamer, he was telling me, he said, you know what, man? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna break down. I'm gonna get Madden. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're gonna be doing a lot of joint stuff with the PlayStation 4 coming up with Father Gamer when you finally get your system. So yeah, you're gonna want to stay tuned to that. Maybe we'll all get like joint Twitch accounts, sort of thing, and do something together.
That's one thing we're working on right now. So we've got the good news is we've got the main gaming channel, which is kind of work out. How those things go. But anyway, Wolfenstein New Order coming out in May. Also, a little excited about it. We did play it back in last August at QuakeCon. Needed a little polish then. I'm hoping the interceding time has made the game a much more solid experience. Just want to see how it gets. Of course, also that comes with, I think they're trying to encourage people to play it because they're giving you access to the eventual Doom beta.
Oh, that's right,
on your console or other gaming device or PC. But yeah, I don't know. I'm somewhat excited about it. I will, of course. Are you going to get a? Did you get FIFA 14 for your PS4?
I love how you know that I love soccer. No, I did not. I think when it comes to sports games, it's probably just Madden for me. I remember a long time ago, a friend of mine, I was a kid, and we were growing up, and I remember we were playing on the old, I think it was N64 at that point in time, and he loved soccer. He loved soccer, he loved football. I wasn't into it just yet. I was a baseball kid for the longest time. Well, he would want to play FIFA with me. So we would sit there, we'd play FIFA. I had no idea what I was doing. So he loved playing with me because I would score my own goals. I would score goals in my own goal. I would have my goalie running out to the other end of the field trying to score, leaving my entire goal keep just completely open. But it was fun. But no, I did not. I'm pretty sure if I did, if they had on FIFA, I'd probably be Manchester City. That's my team.
Man City. I might be Wigan or at Wigan. Is it Wigan? Like Chief Wigan?
I think
Wingham. Yeah,
Wingham.
I may be them, or I may be actually. I'm also I think they also have some. I think they have MLS teams and everything.
Oh, for sure.
Yep, Seattle Sounders all the way. Woo! No, okay.
Houston
I'm sorry.
Dynamo, baby.
I'm sorry. I like the Dynamo. They're a good team.
They've won 3 championships.
FC Dallas. I hate saying that about my hometown, but that team, they're doing better.
They have a nice stadium.
They do, yeah.
Although the Dynamo Stadium, have you ever seen that one?
No.
Yeah, the Compass Bank Stadium, that one, or BBVA Compass Stadium, that one's incredible. Like, I haven't been inside of it, but like just driving down 59, you just see it all around there. It's always lit, which I'm like, that bill must be horrible.
It's just always lit, man. Yeah.
But it is a gorgeous stadium. So I mean, I would love to go in there and check it out one time. But I've been at FC Dallas Stadium. That's a pretty good one.
You know, I was thinking maybe we could all start playing as, you know, Bundesliga, play German League soccer, you know, maybe J League or something. We'll play Japan League on there.
Listen, if you get a PS4 and you get FIFA, I will go get FIFA as well. We will do a Twitch account thing. We'll start our own league, and then people can keep up with us and be like, who's gonna win the championship?
My question is, who do you think's gonna getting into FIFA talk? Do you have any thoughts on World Cup 14? You think any early thoughts on who may take it all the way?
Man, that is hard to say because I mean, you look at all these teams and you see that each one of these players is on a different team. So and then eventually they're going to be on their home team. So it's kind of hard to see. Like, think about the collective. I mean, I always root for Greece just because I have to, and we always don't get out of the qualifying round. To Korea. Anyway, moving on. Korea and Ghana. Korea and Ghana were the ones that destroyed us last year. That was rough.
Oh, geez.
But no, I mean, Spain looks to be a front runner. Mexico, as usual, they're in Brazil, so I'm pretty sure Brazil would just explode if Brazil won. But I would say one of those three teams at this point. I mean, that's about much of an idea as I have at the moment because I don't think U.S. is going to do very well.
You're not rooting for America?
No.
For America's squad? What's wrong with you, son?
I barely root for America in the Olympics. Like,
oh, jeez.
I don't know. I mean, unless it's like Michael Phelps out there, I'm like,
you heard he's coming. Well, you heard he's coming back from retirement.
He's not necessarily. That's a misconception. What he's doing right now is he's just testing the waters. So he's going to a meet in Arizona, and he's going to see how he does. And if he feels up to it, then he might. But I mean, you look at the guy. He's 29 right now, and in 2 years, that's whenever the Summer Olympics are going to be. He's going to be 31 when that starts.
Right. Well, look at it. Of course, he had to give up some vices. No,
yeah.
He had to give up his eye medicine.
Like fried food.
I was going to say actually eye medicine.
Oh yeah.
He's
the ganja.
Yeah. But
hey, as much as you've seen how much that guy eats, I mean, he must be high to be needing that much food.
Well, look at your typical swimmer. I mean, that metabolism, they keep in that shape. That
metabolism
is high.
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, we're get it high. No, well, getting back on gaming. I don't know. It's like I'll go, and I talk about this a little bit, especially with FIFA players. I'll go and watch on Twitch or something these guys play. It seems like I never see a match on there. See them playing a match on a pitch. All I see them is buy like their card packs.
Oh yeah.
Going up buying card packs, and it's like, I'm just gonna put my team together. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna entertain you. I'm getting 50 viewers because I'm getting 500 viewers because I'm building a new pack.
It's like they're doing their ultimate team, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
It's like
they have that on Madden.
Yeah, well, it's like they do in NBA. Well, it's like they say with NBA 2K14.
Yeah.
Go out and buy build their game points up, and they'll go buy packs. And it's like, okay, I can see that. Hey, look, you built the 72 Los Angeles Lakers. You got Kareem, you got Lambeer, you got all these not Lambeer, what these guys. God, I just forgot my whole 72 squad. What's wrong with me? I'm tired.
That's okay. It's early. This is why we do the morning show.
Yeah, this is the morning show. It's Chris and Jack in the morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, let's do this live.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, actually, which by the way, we got a whole new banner right here.
Oh,
it's kind of
yes.
cool. Yeah.
It's very pretty. Of course, you now see our web address. You also see our Facebook and our Twitter.
So you got to go subscribe and join and like. I do all of this.
Yes.
But
and also, you can see behind me our YouTube channel and our Google Plus channel.
Fantastic there, Chris.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But no, I feel like if I did like Ultimate Team on NBA 2K14, like everybody would just have LeBron and Michael. I mean, let's be honest.
No. I mean, everybody would be building a classic team. Well, I think that's what they do.
They build like a classic team, and then you have LeBron and Jordan.
Yeah.
Every time. Like, I feel like every time I would look at an Ultimate Team, those two would be there.
Yeah, maybe in the background. You might maybe on the bench.
Yeah.
You have the hit from Salt Lick. You have Larry Bird. Maybe. Maybe the magic show will show up.
Oh my gosh.
But no.
It'd be funny if like instead of like it's the ultimate team, they're in their prime. It's now like now that they've retired, it's all of them now. So you like see fat Charles Barkley out there. It's like this is terrible. Why am I out here? This is just terrible. I would just love to see it. And Larry Bird, he's like, I can't fit in this, guys. I just think that'd be awesome. I really would. I would play the hell out of that game.
I would. I was looking at that. It's well, no, of course, I think you can actually put those teams together. It's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna play with the '72 Lakers here. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and God, who's the other guy? Who's the guy who used to hold his butt up and down the court every night? Who sit on airplanes? What was it? I have gone blank.
I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. This is not your strong suit.
Okay.
This is not your strong suit.
I'm tired.
But no, like actually, it potentially we are a week away from finding something out about Star Wars.
Oh yes.
Because May the 4th is next Sunday, and
wow, that's right.
Yeah, so May the 4th be with you. I mean, you gotta expect that some sort of news is coming out for Star Wars Episode 7. Because I mean, they're doing a lot of fan service, so why not?
Well, yeah, of course. Of course, the new, as I like to call it, the new era of Star Wars, the Disney era, is going to be kind of interesting because, as we've noted in the past, especially with Star Wars during the George Lucas run of the franchise, he was, highly secretive of a lot of things. Now that you have a new director in J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, similar in a sense of he is secretive of his sets and various things he's doing. I did see a shot. I think I saw a shot this week online.
Yeah, it was like a big giant vault door.
Yeah.
Is that what you saw? Yeah.
Yeah, and of course that was somewhere in Tanzania, I believe.
I have no idea.
Somewhere in the desert.
They're in Tatooine at the moment.
Or some guy I know a long time ago we had to do a project in our RFTV class.
Uh-huh.
And he went, and of course it was a Star Wars radio drama. And the guy says, and I quote, "On the desert planet of Tatooine."
Oh.
Let's get that reaction for that. Oh, Tatooine.
Bad. Just bad.
No, but no, with Disney now owning the franchise, I'd like to see, they have been very open with a lot of other films they're doing, and it's been, especially with the Marvel films, I want to see if JJ's going to kind of reel that curtain down, a little behind the scenes magic, show them what they're doing.
I think just a little bit. I think he might show something but not explain it.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that vault door that we saw for Tatooine, or Tatooine.
Tatooine.
Yeah, I don't even know. I can't even say that wrong. Like, even as I was saying, I was like, Tatooine. Just problems. But yeah, no, like, I think they're going to show something.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to show?
Oh, boy. That's a good question. Since we're sort of in an odd year where there's not a Force celebration going on,
Mm-hmm.
I think we might get a little teaser poster. We might get that's all I'm thinking in my head. We might get a teaser poster. We might get a little on-set report. We might get an actual confirmation from Mark Hamill that he's actually in the film.
We all know he's going to be there.
Mark Hamill did an interview recently for, you ever heard of MeTV?
No, I haven't.
It's a retro TV network. It's one of those kind of you get on like 21.2 on your you have rabbit ears or you get on cable.
I got HBO, so that's all I watch. Some Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
How
about girls?
You don't know a Game of Thrones?
You don't know the
How about Game of Patrons?
I know that game.
Yeah. I think everybody's played that game.
After episode 2, you just don't remember anything else.
Nope. Nothing else.
So
thanks, Jane. Game of Patrons.
I'll be in my bunk.
Nobody kill me. Thanks, Jane.
Good luck killing me. I brought grenades today.
Oh snap! He brought grenades.
I did bring grenades today.
Goodness. Get in front of this camera. Let's adjust this real quick.
Let's see that beautiful pistol you got there. There he is.
Oh, that's heavy. Good Lord.
Let's show this.
Check this out. Woo! Look at that. That is awesome. Feel that.
Ow!
Yeah.
Oh.
4 or 5 pounds.
Absolutely.
It's like you can bench it.
Well, you could because you're weak. Bro, you don't lift. But no, this
You
is
even lived, I don't think so. No, I know.
That thing's
that
wild.
is awesome.
Smoke this, yeah. You want to do it right.
That's right.
So how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. You know, we're enjoying the con so far. How about you?
Having fun?
Yeah, show him. Don't show me. Show him.
I'm getting on camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
There he is. We got the
What are we
camera
doing?
right there. You're on the show right
Am I
now.
supposed to look at you or look at that?
Look at me.
Okay.
But we're
Either
showing
or.
you. Whichever.
in the eye.
Or actually, you know, look at that, but kind of just be profile, like right
Like,
here.
hello?
Yeah.
What, like this?
Hey, baby. Well,
All
Yeah.
right.
That's beautiful. Right there.
you're,
We'll
you're,
do that. Yeah.
we're getting a
that's
nice
fine.
side profile of you.
Now
There
I'm just
we
having
go.
fun with you. I just want you to move around now. I'm just messing with you now. But look at
I have
that.
a little bit of advice. Always carry con safe.
Ah.
Rubber.
Aww.
And then,
I was gonna stab him.
You can. Won't kill him though.
ow, 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 ow,
Aww.
ow,
I
ow.
thought it'd be smart doing that to actually put it in a bigger sheath, so you know you make it look bigger.
Oh yeah.
Similar to, I couldn't actually find his blade that was rubber. I have metal versions that are about that. Actually, this one came in a metal version, but they ain't gonna let you come with that.
Yeah, not very con
Even
safe.
though here they don't actually have any security checks.
Really?
They should, but they don't yet.
Jeez.
I'll talk to Chris about that later.
That seems like an opportunity.
You know, people that come here,
Yeah.
that come to smaller conventions, they normally also go to larger conventions, and they're aware of weapons policies.
Mm.
They're actually a lot stricter here than you would be, say, going to another event that's open right now, Scarborough Fair.
Okay, yeah.
Scarborough Fair just says, I brought a battle axe into Scarborough Fair. I just have leather sheaths on it. If you piece tie it, or you make sure there's no blading on it, you can bring whatever you want in there.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, no firearms. Of course,
Obviously.
stuff like that.
Well, because they weren't firearms in medieval times.
Actually, they were. 16th century, they had gunpowder, flintlock weapons.
Say what?
Yes, Scarborough Fair is based on 1533 England. And back in that time, they did have flintlock,
Wow.
which is one and done, but that's what they had.
Do I have a mic that you can drop? Hold up. Let me do that real quick. Here's a mic. It's off.
Just make sure you don't break
Just
it.
go ahead and just drop that mic. Just go up to the camera and just drop it. Because
Why?
you just totally like
They just dropped
schooled
the
me.
mic on him.
You schooled me on that. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
he broke my mic.
Jason's gonna kill us. Give that back.
Actually, I didn't break it.
Thank God.
It's pretty sturdy.
Awesome. Thank God Jason's not gonna kill us.
Yeah, where is Jason?
He's got his kids throwing them out of a helicopter, apparently. That's what we're reporting on. He's taking them to a helicopter festival or something like that, yeah.
He's taking him to the, what is it, the helicopter, what was it in,
Helifest. I don't know.
what was it in the Step Brothers, the helicopter,
The Catalina wine mixer?
Callaway Wine Mixer,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I don't worry about kiddos because, you know, when it comes to women, I don't kiss them on the mouth anyway.
Oh,
Wow.
there you go.
Good night, everybody.
Fantastic.
Okay, seriously, though, that's a reference from the show. Thank you very much.
Yes, that was great. I love that. Yeah. You have to play the character.
You
That's
know,
what.
I can. I can throw in a southern drawl and just be ornery, and
Do it.
I was doing that when I first got here.
I know. Keep going.
Subtle nuances of what I want to do, how I want to act, what I want to talk about, being a little bit gruff.
That's right.
Whatever you want to do.
That's awesome, man.
No, I vary it up depending on whatever I'm doing. The character I never break. It's actually when I portray Bane.
Oh,
I do a Dark Knight Rises version.
yes.
As I wondered what would come first. You know, just whatever. Whenever I have the mask on, I literally do not talk in any other voice than the character's voice.
Oh, cool.
The way I portray it and everything. There was a story a few weeks back. Somebody, this is funny. Somebody came up to me, and they had their little 2-year-old son and 5-year-old son. It was a husband and a wife, and they tried to get the 2-year-old and the 5-year-old to come up for a picture. I was dressed as Bane from Dark Knight Rises, and they were like, true story. This is all a true story. The 2-year-old, they literally unbuckled him, got him out of his stroller, and then he sat back in and buckled himself back in.
Oh my gosh.
The 2-year-old buckled himself back in. The dad actually posted this story on Facebook later. I was dying laughing. I thought it was hilarious because he said that when he actually did that he went over, asked for a picture, and then he went over to shake my hand, and I gave him a Bane handshake, which is something that's going to break your hand.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, that was strong. And then he said, I just looked at him in this blank stare. Like this, and said, As if you weren't expecting anything less.
Fantastic.
And they just died laughing. But that's just part of the experience, is that when you portray a character and you interact, especially an iconic character like that, that's fairly well known and popular in media, that it just makes the experience that much more enjoyable for anybody, because cosplay is not just about dressing up, in my opinion. It's also about portraying the character and just basically escaping reality like actors do in film, but actually doing it in real life.
That's awesome, man. Absolutely, and I completely agree with you. I mean, if you have the opportunity to be a character, portray a character, why not? Why not do it?
If you go into the detail of having the 9 fingers cut and not the thumb, because the thumb was not cut on the left hand in the TV show, have 2 strips on this piece, which is exactly like the show. The color of the shirt's slightly off, but it's similar. The gun is the exact base model he used for that. Just, if you pay that much attention, why not?
Yeah.
Why not portray the character? Why not, go about pursuing that? Because you come up to somebody and say, "Yeah, I brought some grenades." It just mess with anybody.
Absolutely.
I went up to Riddler. I know this guy over here, this Riddler over here. I just went up to him and went like, he started messing with me as Edward Nygma, and I'm like, "Ain't nothing wasn't solved through a headshot." Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You embrace the essence of whoever you're portraying, and then you just replicate that in whatever ad-lib forms you want. As long as you can ad-lib, then you're kosher.
Oh, yeah. I've interviewed a bunch of people at cons. I try to do a new thing where I interview them as their character, because I figure, hey, if you're going to do it, why not? Why not be who you say you're going to be? And it's some of the most entertaining stuff I've ever heard, and it is so much fun. So I really appreciate whenever you guys do this stuff, and it's fun for me as much as it is for the fans. And yeah, so
well, we're all fans. It's just some of us take it to a higher level.
Yeah.
I guess the way I would define it, because I'm a fan of the show, and then I'm a fan of the show, but I actually love the show so much, I'm going to go out of my way to look and, in most cases, act like this character. I have cosplays of Captain America. I have Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. I've got Umbrella Corporation. I've got Nathan Drake from Uncharted.
Nice.
I've got Jane Cobb. I have got Commander John Crichton from Farscape.
wow.
And then I've got just random stuff I can piece together at different times. I have an entire second bedroom that's nothing but costumes.
Wow.
Wow, man.
That's awesome, man. That is dedication.
I got chainmail armor in my first closet. My second closet is literally nothing but costumes. Whether that be leather armor, whether that be kilts, whatever, Asian attire. I mean, I can mix and match, do kung fu stuff. I got a background in mixed martial arts. So when I play Bane, I can literally grab somebody and just throw them to the ground. If they want to do an action shot, I get behind their neck and pretend I'm snapping their neck, because I actually know how to do all that stuff.
Nice.
So they like freaking out until they realize what I'm doing makes a funny picture. They see it afterwards, they laugh.
See, whenever they do that weapons check at security, I really think they need to just tie that orange wristband around him, just all together. Yeah. Like, dangerous. Don't kill.
But I can show you if you want a little trick. You want to learn a little trick?
I would love to learn a little trick. Let's do this.
He's going to learn a little trick.
I'm going to learn a
Hopefully
little
he
trick.
gives after this little trick, everybody.
All
So
right.
Matt's marching slowly towards his
Okay.
death. Let's go to the wide shot.
Let me ask this question. How familiar are you with the movement of the human arm?
I would say not as familiar as you are.
Okay. As you know, the human arm does this.
Uh-huh.
But it stops right here, right?
Sure.
One of the techniques you can do, and this is like ugly deadly, but it's very effective. Like if somebody comes at you with the lock, I basically pull here, and then I literally snap.
Gonna
it.
do it.
That will literally break your arm like a magnet. Because if I'm pulling this way and pushing this really to express, I literally just snap your arm right there.
Ooh.
And then another thing you can do is you can just grab wrist.
That's true. That hurts right now. Yeah.
Just lock that in place.
Oh, man.
You can do it the opposite way too. Now if I were actually to take your arm like this, lock that, and then actually put pressure right here, you're literally going to drop to the ground.
Whew.
You want to see this?
No, I do not.
You can do that.
I mean, how bad would it hurt? Like, is it just like I'm gonna pass out, or is it gonna be like?
It's hard to move.
Okay.
I'll do it. It's gonna hurt some, but it'll go away.
Okay.
I'm not gonna chop
How
it.
quick are we saying it's gonna go away?
All within a second or two.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I have you locked right here, so you can feel your actual wrist while not going any further.
Yep.
You know when you feel that, right?
Yep.
It doesn't hurt because I'm not actually squeezing that much.
Right.
I'm gonna take right here. He's about to drop.
Oh Lord.
Are you ready?
No.
No. Oh God.
You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Nice.
Oh!
Oh!
That went down. Yeah. That was fun. That was awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Then you also have to move it with the shoulder like this,
Oh.
there, like there, right there.
I'm telling you, we need to get like an orange ribbon for you and just like put that on.
And of course you have right here.
Oh, well, of course.
Well,
Yes.
You can have right here. If you punch you right here, if I literally strike you palm right here, your whole arm will go dead.
Whew. Man, I was going to work out after this. I don't know if I even want to anymore.
Then you got stuff with the ankle, with the knee, you know.
Yeah.
You literally can just grab the arm right here, like arm bar, I can just snap it like that right there.
Wow.
Use my body, whatever.
You have fun with this.
And I can also get you up on my hip and just hold it right there.
Well, that just sounds kinky now.
No, it's
but-
not. Go hip throw.
Yeah.
You just literally hold all the weight against your hip.
Man, that's impressive.
I've jogged with 300-pound guys on my back before for a little while. So.
Wow.
Well, I'm 260. So
Okay.
I'm not tiny.
No, sir, you're not. So how long did you study all this?
About 2.5 years.
2.5 years, man.
As an adult, it was fun.
Yeah.
I've retained most of it.
That's really cool, man. Awesome. Well, thank you for beating us up.
And see, it's a little red, but you're not
It
hurt.
does get a little red. Let's show that a little bit. Like,
But you're not hurt.
no, I don't feel it. So,
I told you to go away very quickly.
no, I mean I don't feel my arm, but no, I'm kidding.
broke his arm.
Yeah,
Jeez,
but no, I
hey.
mean that was fun. So good to know all that stuff.
Yeah. And then there's other things you can do that are a little bit uglier and a little bit deadlier, but I don't go over that stuff.
You don't think that's con appropriate?
No.
Okay.
Like literally, if you punch somebody hard enough in it, right in here, you can literally collapse your nose. That's just not pleasant.
Ooh.
I don't.
Like that strike, you know, there's other stuff that I don't do that stuff.
Oh man.
The whole nose technique, that's hard to do though.
Yeah.
I've tried it on somebody. It doesn't work. Get a sword. I tried it.
Now there's a fun technique if you ever got anybody that you want to just mess with, and I've showed this to my students. I'm actually a youth leader.
Nice.
Go figure. Well, you haven't heard me cuss or say anything over
Oh,
there.
geez.
This is true. This is very true.
Church here, leading kids.
Okay. So for example, I don't have anybody. Sit up here. Come here.
Oh, I have
You know,
another
I
one.
will say this, sir. You do.
What?
If you do lead a youth group, you do not select generic youth minister. You're gonna go out for some aspect Thursday. You don't say I like a generic youth minister. That's pretty cool.
I don't sound like a southern youth minister.
You don't say I like generic southern youth minister.
Well, hey there, guys. Why don't we just go get that ice cream now?
One of the things I teach my 7th grade guys
Yes.
is basically I have a technique where I basically put my hand right here and literally without moving my body much. I'm not gonna do it to you because I don't know if anybody to catch you.
Uh-huh.
But what I'll literally do is like I'll move about an inch or two, and literally I'll just push my weight through my core and blow through their body.
What?
And so basically, it'll actually, like I can actually push you back, but that was barely moving, probably to that guy.
That's awesome.
You want to try it?
It's a similar concept to the 1-inch punch. You've heard about that, right?
Maybe. What?
The Bruce Lee technique, like basically if I was like right here, just how much power I can put into that thing.
Okay.
A very short strike.
Yeah, I've seen those.
That,
Yes.
how much you can put into it. I don't think anybody can catch you. Oh, hold on, hold
No,
on.
we don't have anybody to catch me. This is
Hey,
true.
Riddler.
But we don't have anybody to catch
Hold
me.
on, we got somebody. I know
No,
this
we
guy.
don't.
Josh.
So Pat's gonna go on the floor.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I need you to do me a favor. I'm gonna show him a little technique. Here, let me set this cane. Could you hold this cane real quick?
I guess.
Cool. All right. What I need you to do, I need you to back up here, about 6 feet behind me. Okay. Uh-oh. Stop. You're good. All right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna teach you a little martial arts technique here. Yeah, Josh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically push my energy through him to you to catch him. Are you ready? Are you ready?
You know the answer.
You're gonna feel this. Are you ready?
All right, whenever you're ready.
1, 2, open 3.
All right.
It's a trust fall. Oh man, that was I felt it like right here.
I
Yeah.
literally push through you.
Yes, I feel it.
You like feel it like go through you.
Yes.
Whoa.
My internal organs feel it too. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonder. Thank you.
Oh man, and that's been judo lessons.
No, that wasn't judo.
What is it?
That's just learning how to basically put power through your core, because you notice my body didn't move much when I actually moved you.
Right.
Like just a little bit.
Whew. Man, that's
They
fun.
say striking's the most powerful, but if you can literally like push force through somebody's body,
That's awesome, man.
especially here on the sternum.
Yeah. Whew. Fun times. Man, okay, well thank you again for coming out and showing us all this.
I'll be out here for a while.
Oh yeah, well we'll come over and we'll find you later.
I'm actually with the costume contest judges.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you. That's gonna be tough.
I competed in January and I placed third with my Darth Revan. I'm also a member of the 501st.
You were Darth Revan last year, like the last one?
January.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was
I
awesome.
had Darth Revan. I'm part of the 501st too.
That's so awesome. I remember you were at Animation Celebration, or was it Alcon? You were at
Both.
You were at both. Yeah, we were there too. I remember seeing you.
Yeah, I was around doing different things. Saturday, fun story. Since apparently I'm open to just open mic talk.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Saturday night, they had pretty much a dance thing from I think it was like 10 on. It was just open dance. Everybody was going crazy. Most people were freaking hammered. And I was looking in there, and it was dark. So I called all my friends who had like 5 lightsabers apiece. I'm like, hey, let's come in here with the lightsabers and then just turn them on randomly. So like, we're walking in. And our lightsabers. We literally lit up the room with a lightsaber ambiance.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the DJ is there saying, yeah, you know you at Alcon when you get the lights provided by lightsabers. No.
That's awesome. Of course. That's super.
Thank you for being a good sport, sir. What's your name?
I'm Matt.
Matt. I'm Jacob.
Nice to meet you, Jacob.
Good to meet
Yeah, we'll take one of our cards.
And don't worry, you weren't hurt at all.
No, I was fine. That's all good. Yeah.
I actually, I've liked you guys on Facebook. I know Jason.
Oh, great. You watched the show?
I've seen it before.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea how much of that was recorded, but I'm sure some of that footage was fun.
Oh, we got a lot. How much did we get in there?
You got quite a bit.
We got quite a bit. So.
We didn't get you flying back, but I did get him pushing you back.
Okay.
Cool.
No worries.
I thought that was fun how quick you fell.
That was fun for me.
The actual technique I learned on the judo hip throw was, it was so bad because it literally throws somebody and then immediately slam a knee into the rib cage to break some ribs and then throw an arm over their neck and break their arm.
Yep.
It was like
Man,
a continuous motion.
fantastic.
I'm like,
Wow. All right, cool.
Crazy. All
Well, it's
right.
good to see you, man.
good to see you guys.
Yeah,
I'm like overly enthusiastic this morning. Yay.
I can tell.
Most people don't let me do stuff on it.
Yay! Anytime, buddy. Anytime.
I've had the first league.
Thank
thing.
you.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
And it got me back to you. That's when I was a young lad like you, sir.
You were young one?
Yes, actually I was young one.
I thought you were hatched like old.
Sure.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. He's actually dancing his way around actually
Oh,
right
that
now
guy.
after all that.
Mr. Comedy.
Character when I was making
Steal. Wow, so let's see. Not to the ground.
That's right. We've done a lot today.
That's quite a bit for me now. I'll tell you what. Let's see.
Well, I mean, you don't watch Game of Thrones, do you?
When I have an opportunity to. It's not really regular thing.
Man, that's a good show. That's a good show. You haven't started it at all? Like, what is it?
Well, all I know from Game of Thrones is what I learned on South Park. We're going to see the dragons. It's all about, all we've seen is meters.
You see the dragons a lot. Like, you would
See
know
what?
if you watched it.
I've seen one, and he flies around and blows fire. That's the only one I've seen.
Wow, the ignorance of this comic.
Shut up.
It's just amazing.
Well, I don't watch it. I know people enjoy it. I'm not knocking Game of Thrones. It's a cultural phenomenon. People like it.
No, it's great, and the books are fantastic. I'm currently reading the series right now as well, just because you only get 10 episodes, so it's kind of cool. But I actually really enjoy reading it while the show's going on, because I don't know what's going on the show, and the books are kind of different as well. So it's kind of a cool little thing. But man, that show, it's amazing because it's different, very different from what it is. I mean, you know how Community is a different comedy from the regular comedies you see nowadays.
Now that's a show I watch. Community.
I love Community. Now, Game of Thrones is a different sort of show in the fact that the drama the drama type scenarios and the action. It's very witty. It's good. It's fantastic. And I really think you should watch it because this last episode, I mean, was just awesome.
I'll take your advice. I'll sit down and watch it. So.
Now there is a lot of cussing. There's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of sex. There's a lot of. It's an HBO show.
Like I said on South Park, I think they answered it best during the Black Friday trilogy. Did you see that?
I never saw it.
Okay.
No.
Pretty much Butters and Scott Malkinson went to find George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
And apparently he says, well, what are we going to see any dragons? All we're seeing is a bunch of boobs and meters.
I just like sometimes I love South Park, okay, but sometimes I don't think that they actually like watch what they're joking about. You
Well,
know?
I will say the whole running gag about going through the garden and having the discussion about with the princess. Okay, we want to do this, we want to do this. It's a funny gag. I don't know. I'll pick up Game of Thrones. I've been meaning to sit down and watch it. It's of course like one of those shows like Breaking Bad. I had to finally stop down and say, okay, well, go get it on Netflix. I'll watch the whole thing. And,
Did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yes, I love Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I still think we should start up a chicken restaurant called Los Pollos Hermanos.
Do what?
Start up Los Pollos Hermanos.
They actually have those in New Mexico.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. I would kill to start a franchise like that. Legit business. Maybe start a car wash while we're at it. I think that's what we should do. Start a car wash to fund our proceeds from. I mean,
Absolutely.
make it a legitimate front at least. No, actually, one of the better shows on television, and I think it ended right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the show ended right.
Yeah, it ended the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ended all right, but I just, I don't know. I wanted to go a little longer, but then again...
Yeah, but I like what Vince Gilligan said. He said we had a plan, and this is where the story was supposed to end. And I like the fact that he knew when to end it. Because a lot of shows nowadays don't know.
Exactly.
Because they're like, you get the popularity of it all, and they should have ended it a season prior. Like, I call it the Scrubs effect. When Scrubs, was on like the season 8, I think, they ended it very nicely. And then they came back for one more season. It was just horrible.
Yeah.
So, I think it's, when a show knows when to end, I think that's really, you've really got a good show on your hands.
Well, and I look at it like this, I've kind of been having that same discussion about Community recently. I think Community has actually gotten good again.
Oh, it's gotten fantastic.
Well, yeah, when Dan Harmon left last season, and it had nothing to do with the show, and it just went to the toilet. Bringing it back for...
We're right here. Sorry, keep going.
Okay, so, with Community last season, of course, it wasn't really that good. It was, Dan Harmon left because he had a disagreement with Chevy and, of course, the producers and all that, and what happened. And, of course, I think the best thing, I hate saying this, I hate saying this, man, but I think the best thing that happened to Community is killing Chevy off. I think killing Pierce off was the best thing that show did.
Yeah. Well, then they added the guy from Breaking Bad. I can't remember
Jonathan,
his name.
No, Jonathan Harris. That's what's his name? Lost in Space. No, Jonathan. What's his name? God, I can't remember his last name off the top. Yeah, but he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's been a fantastic addition.
Yeah, it was Mike on Breaking Bad. They added him. He's actually given it a nice balance.
He really has, and it's funny you say that because, I remember when I watched Pierce, I never wanted to even watch Pierce anymore because he was so annoying.
Well,
but just watching, when they added this guy, he's hilarious.
Right.
He's funny, and then they brought John Oliver back, and just all these great people, and like I don't know if the series is ending. I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Because I watch it on Hulu, and just the show's getting better and better and better. But
G.I. Jeff.
G.I. Jeff was awesome.
Good. Yeah.
Just the entire season's just been fantastic. I wish Donald Glover was back.
Well,
I get it. He wants to do his own musical thing, but man, it show's great. I love that show right now.
I would say personally, I think without Dan Harmon's hand last season, as I was mentioning, it kind of took a little bit of a dive, and it's like quality-wise, it felt like they were just kind of going through the paces.
Yeah.
And now he's back, and of course Chevy left.
You remember the first episode? I love that first episode because they explained the entire previous season. The reason why it was so bad and crazy was because of a gas leak.
Exactly.
I love that. Freaking love it.
I will say this, when your school is trying to sell out, or they're trying to sell your school to Subway.
Yes. Oh my god.
Which ended up just being one giant commercial ploy. I was like, oh, I wonder if this episode is sponsored by Subway.
But it still was funny, And you look at like Chuck. Chuck was horrible with that product placement with Subway because they would sit there and be like, oh, I love this new flatbread food, whatever the heck it was.
I got a Flatzilla at Subway.
So stupid. But this one was funny because like they would have the spokesperson for Subway just sit there and be like, well, here at Subway, we just like to make the freshest food, and you guys aren't the freshest school, or something like that.
Exactly.
It was funny. It was really good.
Oh, speaking of, hopefully Subway has gotten all the yoga mat ingredients out of their bread. Maybe
Oh gosh. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
But not like, they can't fix it. It's not like they're $1 billion
Well,
company.
you figure they might have a little money, set aside.
Yeah, it's a
things
little
like
bit.
that.
Rainy day fund.
Yeah. Well, anywho, let's see, any other shows?
Well, actually, not just shows. I mean, I actually wrote an article recently about Mrs. Doubtfire coming out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Question, and let's be honest here. You've heard the concept of you can never bathe in the same river twice. You never should go back and bathe in the same river.
Is that back when Moses was alive? Is that when you heard that first?
That's actually a quote from Christopher Eccleston.
Uh-huh.
He's talking about Doctor Who.
You sure?
He was doing that. Yeah.
You sure it wasn't like whenever you were watching Moses be like laid into the river and...
Hey, speaking of, I think isn't that on TV this weekend?
Yeah, 10 Commandments should be on this weekend, yeah.
Let my people go, you damn dirty apes!
I don't think that's the same thing.
I really think, I think probably,
you don't know, buddy. You have no idea.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's like a first shoulder pad.
I am Sasquatch over here, man.
No, but I always wondered, the late Charlton Heston in his latter days would he, run around in his most, in a sackcloth outfit around his house and going, let me go, you damn dirty apes. Because see, I think it would have been a great mashup of a film.
Sir, I was gonna be $10.95. I just really need you to pay for your pizza now.
I think John Hughes did that before he left too. No, I look at it like this. It's like, I'm a fan of the classic, what you call the sword and sandal epics of the, those big hands, big widescreen epics. And it's like, okay, I know how the movie's going to go. It is going to be Cecil B. DeMille-esque. But I still tune in. It's like some people like to watch The Sound of Music over and over again. I don't understand that.
I will admit something to you.
Admit to me.
I have never seen the Ten Commandments.
You've never seen the Ten Commandments?
I've never seen the Ten Commandments.
Wow.
I know. Even this guy over here is like looking at me like I'm crazy.
Who's crazy?
Thomas Branch over there is just looking at me like, you've never seen the Ten Commandments?
Would you like to come slap him? I'm just kidding.
Hey, as far as what's been going on with this episode as it is, that's right, I've been getting my ass kicked pretty hard today, so... Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay. Would you like me to give you the Cliff Notes version of what happened?
I don't need the Cliff Notes version of what happens in the Ten Commandments. But I do plan on watching it because I know it's supposed to come on probably either tonight or tomorrow night. Tomorrow night? Yeah.
Hey, Vincent Price is in it. I mean, come on. It can't be that bad. It has the great Vincent Price.
Sure.
Or Charlton Heston. Yes.
But yeah, so I will check it out. I will finally watch the Ten Commandments this time. Believe me, I've felt enough strife from my girlfriend and all the people at work and Thomas Branch and you.
Really?
So everybody is going down on me for not seeing the Ten Commandments.
Oh, Lord.
So I will check it out. But no, but there's a sequel coming out for Mrs. Doubtfire 2.
Oh, yes. Getting back to that. Roundabout back. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, I wrote the article, and I really just wanted to dog it a little bit, but I just couldn't. I just wrote about the facts and everything, but I just don't know, because the first movie was so good. It was such a classic, and the way they ended it was perfect, and they didn't need a sequel, and now you've got the sequel coming out.
Well, Mara Wilson has already announced she will not be participating in this project.
Oh, yeah.
Via Twitter earlier this week.
I think the son also said he wasn't coming back either. I think both daughters. I think all the kids basically said they weren't going to come back.
Wasn't Elijah Dushku one of his daughters in that movie?
No. Elijah Dushku wasn't his daughter.
No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking True Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter's Elijah Dushku.
I'm Mrs. Doubtfire. I look good as a woman.
That's a horrible, horrible Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know it is. That's why I did it.
It was bad. Just bad. But no, I mean, it's gonna be crazy. And Robin Williams said himself, like, because he was rejecting since 1993, he was rejecting all like the other the scripts that were coming, the pitches that were coming across his desk, because he didn't see how they could do it. But apparently, they got the guy who wrote Elf, and he's saying that he knows how to do it. So they've got the original director and Robin Williams coming back, so maybe it might be good. But
will this be Chris Columbus's, return to glory in film? Because the last few things he's done,
he's been horrible.
He's kind of taken a break. I mean, you could trust Chris Columbus a lot in the '90s for films like Home Alone, Babysitting. What else? He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he did a lot. His newer stuff. I mean, it just kind of seems like he phoned him in.
Yeah. Kind of like John Hughes did in those final days before he retired from Hollywood.
Yeah.
He just kind of rotary dial.
Yeah.
So I look at it like this. As I said previously, I believe in the old adage that you can't go and bathe in the river twice, especially with things like this. If you do get lightning, you get that lightning in a jar moment.
Bottle.
In the bottle. I use a mason jar, son.
One with the XXX on it.
Yeah. Woo, Chad. Woo. No, but if you you go back, you do it. It'll a little guarded hope. We'll say guarded hope. I'm not gonna. I just don't know how they're going to be able to pick up and do it 20 years later. But you have grandkids now, and you can't see his grandkids. Pierce Bronson returns.
Could be. I don't know, man. I mean, I could see that maybe working, but man, I know it's gonna happen where it's gonna be the old person learning a new Twitter and stuff like that. Like, oh, and back in my day, I didn't have Twitter. I just don't want to see that movie.
But isn't it ironic you're playing a character probably of Robin Williams' age now?
Yeah.
This is Doubtfire.
Doubtfire was supposed to be older than him.
And now
he's pretty much catching up to her.
Well, as long as it has Harvey Fierstein, it's going to be just fine.
He was probably my favorite part of that movie too.
And Jack, yes.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
I'll say it. It wasn't really. I mean, it was one of those films. It's like, oh, okay, it's on cable. Oh, this isn't too bad. I'll watch it. It's something you can watch with the family.
Oh yeah, it's a family.
Yeah, no. But I'm just one of those folks. It feels like in a way they're trying to get on the nostalgia train. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like most older actors are kind of trying to do that whole nostalgia train instead of doing something original.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at all the old action heroes going into Expendables. I mean, they basically made movies to relive the glory days of being an action hero.
Yeah, and I think half of them don't do their stunts. I mean, I think they've got a stunt team doing everything for them, or body doubles. I mean, well, yes, it's nice to see Stallone and Schwarzenegger and
Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love Terry Crews, though. Terry Crews isn't that old, but man, that dude's awesome.
Hail Caesar. See, that's a guy who needs his own spin-off movie, is Hail Caesar.
Dude, I'm telling you, he needs to be freaking like Luke Cage.
I agree.
Luke Cage. I agree. He's awesome in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Have you seen that?
Oh, I love that show, and I'll tell you, I do enjoy. I think it's one of his one of those roles that was really kind of specifically just put in there for him. He's good at it.
His name is Terry on the show.
he's the cop that doesn't want any major action because he has two little girls, Laverne and Shirley.
That was his
I think their names are Laverne and Shirley.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I never caught that.
I think
I love.
No, Cagney and Lacey.
Cagney and Lacey. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. I do remember Cagney and Lacey now, but I love that episode where he was just being a good father, and Andy Samberg's like, "We can't let him do this now."
I like. Or what was the one he's trying to put together the play set for his kids, and he just.
Oh yeah.
His hands are too big.
Yeah, he just destroys it, and Boyle has to come in, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I know how to do this." He's like, "What? You know how to do this?" Boyle's awesome. I love Boyle.
Well, Joe Latrugo, yeah. I will say, yeah, I watched the whole first season on Hulu, actually. Not bad. I do like the holiday episodes. They got the holiday episodes done pretty well. I was like, not bad. Because, well, anywho, I think we're kind of getting to the end of our conversation.
Yeah,
here
I
for
think
now.
I think the end of the morning show is over. But that's okay. We've got the afternoon show coming up. The afternoon crew. It's going to be Jason and Chris.
It's going to be Weedy in the butt, too.
That's right. And then later on, it's going to be just Jason, which we all know that's going to be a fun conversation.
Yeah,
Just Jason.
It'll be,
I got toys. Huh. This is the time that I punch the toy in the face.
yeah, I think he'll be. Well, we're gonna actually try to get some guests over to the table.
Yeah.
We got to work on that a little bit. He's gonna. I'm gonna let him interview because I think Jason's a better interviewer than myself. Honestly, he's a pretty good interviewer.
Jason's good. Yeah, I mean, Jason does a very solid job. I think everybody does. You just got to work on your craft, and that's all it is.
See me, I'm just master control because I have a face for radio and I like doing this stuff. Anywho, guys,
I work in radio, and I have a face.
for
That's
television,
it. That's it. I just have a face. That's
he's just a pretty man. You're just a pretty man.
Aww. It's gonna make me
Pretty
blush.
man.
Aw. You're skin.
Okay.
You have skin.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, this is Chris, and of course,
That's right. It's Matt.
And Matt.
Yeah.
So guys,
It's Chris and Matt in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it is live.
Yeah.
That's right. So you know the rules. Check out SCNSlive.com. Make it one of your favorites.
Facebook.com.
Go like us on Facebook.com/SCNSlive, and then follow us on Twitter.com/SCNSlive.
And also check those other two sites out
That's
behind
right.
Matt's head.
Cinelinks.com. We got SCNS Live and Cinelinks.com cutscenes, and then we also are always writing different stuff as well, articles and stuff. So you just check out everything on Cinelinks.com.
Oh, absolutely.
And also the Father Gamer podcast. He's on SCNS Live as well.
That's right,
Or on
guys.
Cinelinks.
Yeah, check out Cinelinks. Check our buddy Father Gamer on there. And also check out my Twitter, Christine Show, Jason the X. And, follow us. Follow us, enjoy, and lather, rinse, repeat.
That's right, and keep an eye out for when Chris finally gets that PS4, because we're going to be doing a lot of Twitch stuff, a lot of
That's right.
joint gaming, just for your benefit and for ours as well. So, guys, thank you for joining us, and stay tuned. There's going to be more stuff going on. It's the North Texas Comic Book Show. Lots of stuff happening here.
That's right, guys. Keep on nerding. We'll see you soon. Adios, and have a